So you in for a good afternoon? Perfect. Well, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Glesga.
Hey! Hello, hello! Jamming! Hey, how you doing here, Jay? I'm prostituting me as usual. I'm an elderly man. Anyway, it's good to see you all. Look at everything. Look, we've got people in the house.
I'm surprised you can see them because you forgot your fucking glasses.
Thanks, son. Oh! Thanks, son. We'll edit that bit out. Stop us if we get too professional for you, right? No bother. I'll start that again. Right, announce me.
So, take two. Welcome to the stage, it's Glesga.
Wow! Wow, look at all these people. Amazing. He prostituting his old da, you know what I mean? For his own financial gain. He can't wait till I die, you know what I mean? Can't wait till I die. Well, he's only... Sorry, he's a comedian, not a care worker. Fuck you. He's only going to inherit the council house anyway. How you doing, big fella? Look at you with your wee Adidas trackie on, eh? What are you trying to impersonate a young person, are you? Are you yourself?
No,
are you? Oh, right. Good to see you. Right, and your lovers. Anyway, good stuff. It's good to see you. Where you from, big fella? Kirkintilloch, eh? That's my sexual safety word. That's my safety word. You know when you're getting, you know what I mean? You pay big money for somebody to peg you, right? And you're going, and they're going, what's the safety word? You go, Kirkintilloch! Kirkintilloch! Now, you need to watch you're not on the bus to Kirkintilloch at the same time. Then the safety word's Dumbarton. You're going to tell your mom about that. Yeah, I'm involved in perverted sexual practices. But I'm old, I don't care anymore. Anyway, what do you do in Kirkintilloch? Bold. You got Lego in the house? Kitchens and bathrooms. Well, I wouldn't have you do in my bathroom. You probably have a shite in the lavvy pan. Anyway, good to see you, brother. What's that? What's that? Is that ours?
Aye.
Right, it's just leave it. That probably belongs to your production company. You fucking get behind a camera. See, they're trying to bask in my fame, you see. They're trying to bask in my fame. They want to come down the lunch club with me, think they'll get a poke with, you know, with me. Terrible, son. The people were attracting. I thought we were going to get a better class of ball bag doing this sort of thing. But that's what happens when you go mass market. You see, I think we need to put the prices up. I think we need to charge 15 quid and then you don't see these two boss acts again.
Well, we are 15.
They're lucky if they get a tenner between them.
Well, it is 15 quid. You just think it's a tenner.
They'll only stop my book anyway. Anyway, it's good to be here, son. Hey, I've not seen you. What have you been doing yourself?
Just usual.
The Wayne's been no well.
The Wayne's been no well.
She's a wee unexploded boke bomb. My granddaughter, you know, she's shiting herself. Is she all right now?
Aye, she's fine. She's just spewing and shiting at the same time.
And then you went away for the weekend and it stopped.
We went away for that.
Yeah, you left her in the house. She went, I'm feeling better now. She looks at a picture of you and goes, oh!
I think it's very telling. We've got a few front row seats missing. There must have been a bit.
Is that right?
Aye.
That's because the tune was mad this weekend. Maybe they didn't want to come in. the town. There's a lot of mad people in the town. Did you see it? Well, as a Motherwell supporter, as a Motherwell season ticket holder, you'll never see race scenes. I mean, the chances of getting a crowd that big are fucking impossible. And the thing is, if they wreck the centre of Motherwell, no would notice. Sorry. We can't say because of YouTube. If they'd done that in the centre of Motherwell, nobody would notice. Keep the first one in, I get a bigger laugh, right? What you got for us today, son? What have we got today?
Well, we've got a special guest today.
Have we?
We have.
Ooh.
So I'm
Is
really...
it somebody I know?
I very much... I think you will know this person.
Really?
Does anybody want to have a guess, first of all? Is this like guess bingo?
What do you mean, get? It's no psychic night, right? They don't know who's back here.
They don't? Well...
It's not Tom Cowan. It's not Tom Cowan. He's busy on a Sunday on the wireless. And I got to be honest, we're broadcasting on YouTube, so Tom's not really got the handsome classical features. I mean, like, it's good you're facing this way when the camera's there. Don't turn your head round, we'd have to get an X certificate. He turns his head round and goes, oh, curse to the wolf, man.
So without further ado, if you please put your hands together, you might have seen this guy on Scots Squad in River City. Put your hands together for Jordan Young.
Oh! Jordan!
Ah,
look at that. A superstar, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's a handsome man. Look at you. You're slabbering like a poacher's dog. Look. You're going, Kirkin Teller! Great. You know him. You've seen him on your telly. He's not real. He's right in front of you now. You don't know him. Stay off the drugs, you bum, right?
I've seen him in there buying vapes.
You seen him in there? You never saw him. You never saw. I think you've been.
I've
vaping.
never bought a vape in my life.
I think you've been sitting all weekend smoking the council, pal. You just calm yourself. Right, now shut the fuck up, let's go on with it, right? Hey, mate, Jordan Young.
Oh.
He's on my telly. There was one time I was sitting watching the telly and you popped up and I had to go, oh, right. I was, what is it? Because you're in that River City.
Aye, that's right.
Right, they change scenes too fast.
Right.
You know, I was, you know.
Which character? Which character?
Lenny Murdoch.
Right.
And then you popped up. And,
sorry about that.
No, that was great. Right?
But it was very...
How do you know him? How'd you get him?
I saw him on the telly.
Well, how did you get... I mean, you've got an agent and all that.
I do,
right,
aye.
I mean, no, an estate agent. I mean, am I getting fucking paid for this? He's expensive.
So I was an extra on Scots Squad.
You were an extra on Scots Squad?
No, that's not true. You weren't an extra. You were a featured character. Come on, you're playing yourself down here. Come on now. Come on.
I'd leave that inspirational pish to me, right? He was a fucking extra.
Well, technically the scene get cut, so I was fuck all.
Well, it's a sitcom, not a snuff movie, right?
blowing your own smoke by saying an extra. What are you, fuck?
Well, so what did they do? Were you in the same scene as them?
We were, aye.
Do you remember it?
It was an upside down car, wasn't it?
Aye.
And you were a referee.
So I was a referee, and I sent somebody off, and the team got really pissed off, so they turned my car upside down.
Aye.
And they paid for a crane to come to the car park to obviously set the scene up, and they must have paid a fortune for the crane to put the car upside down. I ran on, forgot my words, and then just said, "Fuck me, this has got its MOT tomorrow."
That's a great line. Whose car was it?
Fuck knows.
Oh, was it a... What?
I'd be, aye.
Was it an old shitey motor?
Aye.
Right.
Aye,
And they cut the scene.
they cut.
That would have been funny.
I got an email to say we enjoyed your performance, but unfortunately it doesn't fit with the show's look.
Well, load of pish, yes, son. Well, load of pish. That's what they tell you. You know what I mean? When I go down the lunch club and I meet one of the old biddies, you know, and then they send me a text or a smoke signal or a carrier pigeon. Sorry, it was nice to meet you, but, you know, it's all closed up now. You know what I mean? They just weren't up for it. They just weren't up for it. I mean, you could have been a big star. I mean, you're very different for him. I mean, that's like, you know, ladies, when you're swiping Tinder, shut the fuck up. You know, ladies, when you're swiping on Tinder and his face comes up, and then you go to the venue and he turns up. I mean, what a disappointment. Dry your eyes. Too many of these wee middle-class pampered fannies, they need to toughen up. How else is he successful? Because you had a hard life, an upbringing in Fife, didn't you?
I don't know, bringing in Fife. I wouldn't say it was hard, but
well, when you looked at that, the life's easy when you look at that. I mean, he's for Fife. He's for Fife. I mean, you've been up to Buckhaven. They're all wee hunchbacks and everything, you know what I mean? He's for Fife. A flying saucer came down and deposited you there. He goes, "I'm for Fife." "No, you're no." But I mean, you're handsome. You're a handsome man. I mean, the teeth, real teeth.
Real teeth.
None of this turkey teeth.
No.
He's a real deal, man.
Or in his terms, just nae teeth.
Right, that's personal. We're not taking that. Right. You've crossed the line now,
No,
son.
I think. So, how did you get started? How did you get started in acting? As somebody, what advice would you give somebody like myself looking to get into that space?
Make sure when you're on the telly, it makes the telly and it doesn't get cut. that'd be a real one. I don't know. I went to drama college, so I'd say go to drama college. But there's no right
It's
or wrong.
a big risk, though, at drama college. How many people's in drama college was in your year?
25.
And how many of them are
Still working.
you?
I'd say maybe 7 or 8, maybe.
7
tops.
or 8, that's quite
Aye.
an attrition rate. So 18 out of 25
Aye.
are drama teachers.
There's a lot of drama teachers.
And baristas.
Aye. It was
stuff
kind of the
like that.
cut-off was about, so we all graduated roughly about 21-year-old, and I think when we all hit 30, a lot of folk just went, "Nah, I'm out." You know, you've got your aspirations in, because it's a tough one.
It's like you're scared of the bird, know what I mean? You're scared of the bird. You train for years, and then there's the woman, she's in front of you, she's breathing and everything. And then you go, "I want my mammy," and your bottle crashes. So it's about bottle, son, innit?
Aye.
It's about bottle.
Aye.
You've got to have the cojones. You've got to have the bottle. See, you're too pampered. I pampered you. I had you wrapped up in cotton wool. Your mother and I, and you know, you had a hard upbringing. You're too pampered. How do you prepare for a roll? Put butter on it. Soft or crispy?
It's about the level,
Mine's is crispy these days. And pretty soft as well.
Get a cream for that.
See, he wants to be an actor, didn't he?
Aye. So I come and see Jordan every year in the Panto in
Is that
Edinburgh.
right?
Aye. I'm the only guy that walked. Aye, very good.
Oh, yes, he does.
So that's yep. I look up at Jordan.
Does he know you're stalking him? I mean, that's a stalking thing.
No, he
We've
doesn't.
got
mean,
them audience members.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing, you know, a guy who's in your audience is suddenly going, you want to come on my show. So, are you
Well, he
getting any
actually-
tips off him?
Well, I don't stalk him. I mean, he bought me a cup of tea on the house.
A cup of tea on the house?
Nobody gets that. Baby reindeer, have you know? No, never. But no, I go and see him in Panto every year. I'm the only guy that warns him somebody's behind him.
You're the only person?
Every year I spot it before anybody else. I'm behind him.
Well, I mean, he's really looking.
Aye.
So what panel is he in? Where are you in?
Edinburgh Kings.
Oh, the
Aye.
Kings, eh? Right. Who do you play? Because you're the handsome character.
No, I'm generic daft boy, the wishy-washy buttons kind of character, the dafty.
So you go to the panto, and it makes you want to be an actor. Because people want to be an actor. I mean, it's amazing to get a living at it. Isn't it? What's the best role you've had?
Loads of different... Greg's, aye. When I was buying
See,
vapes.
when you talk, fuck off. Right? Sorry.
Probably River City for longevity. I've been in it 11 years and it's completely changed my life. So that, for life-changing, I was in a play called Blackwatch years and years ago that toured the world and went to America and everything. That was amazing. See, that was probably the best experience.
See, you hear that? He travelled the world and somebody else paid. I mean, it's like bumping the social and not getting caught. That's what you want to do. So what tips would you give him? What would he have to do to make himself more, well, what do you call it when an actor's getting an acting job? Castable or something? Well, I don't know.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Just keep at it. You're halfway there. He's got a career. He's a funny guy. He's got a profile.
I've got a heart
Don't
murmur
fill
back
his
in.
head with shite. Tell him the truth, he can handle it. Sorry.
Just keep chipping away. Keep going. Because there's a lot of rejection. Get used to rejection.
Oh, he's used to that. It's fucking, he's like a suit of armour he's got on. You know, just, fuck you, bounces off him, no bother. You're pissed on me, no bother. Am I right?
Aye, but to be fair, I'm the one that's married.
Hey, I was married, son. I had one of them. Fucking get shot at. The world turns, your life changes, and there's a whole world out there. But you're young. I'm old. But you could make yourself more alluring. See, that's the thing, right? I mean, if he was on the telly, the ladies there, I mean, because girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. Now, he's getting money and he's only got an electric motor, so he might take you to the dog in sight, but you're walking home.
Right, he was in a love movie recently, wasn't he? In the Hallmark channel, was it?
Aye.
Is this your latest movie? Is this your latest job?
Aye, that was it last year. Aye.
Right, tell us about
a love
that.
movie. I like how you've told that.
A love movie. There's loads of love movies on the internet. And sometimes I don't watch them all the way through.
Just fast forward to the end.
It's kind of a one-eyed weepy. Right, so tell us that this love movie, you played obviously the love interest.
I did, aye.
Well, right,
Aye.
I mean,
Yes.
well, ladies, what's the movie called?
It's a Scottish love scheme. It's called.
It's a Scottish love scheme.
It's an American movie.
It's an American movie. It's a Scottish love
So
scheme.
the term
I mean, that
that's
sounds
Scottish-
like somebody's getting fingered behind the bins.
I think the word scheme doesn't mean the same in America as it does in Scotland.
Right.
I think they weren't really thinking it through, were they?
That would be a Scottish love project.
Yes.
Right. Hey, little lady. I'm gonna finger you. Right, and so it's Scottish love. It's Scottish love.
Yes.
You'd obviously buy her chips. Chips to lure her into your love den, right? Well, you don't need to lure, you can attract.
Oh, I don't know.
And I tend to lure, he kidnaps. And you know what it's like going, oh, chips. And then, so, anyway, so so what happens? You fall in love or you try and, tell us about it.
It's a Hallmark movie, so it's very much formulaic. American woman comes over, it's just divorced, tries to find love in Scotland, finds love in Scotland with me, a brewery owner. Who,
I mean, there's obviously bridging the gap with, the language. There's a language, you've got Americanisms, and you're going, hey, so she'll go and say, hey there, Mr. Brewer, what's happening? I could taste your craft ale. She says, aye, hen, come on in, I've got a stoner. Right, so, I beg your pardon, you've got a stander? So, is that what happens? So
pretty much,
you're a brewery owner.
Aye.
American woman comes here, brewery owner. So you're in your brewery doing your Willy Wonka thing. How did she meet you?
Her mum grew up in Scotland, so her mum's dying. Spoiler alert. And, it's cheery.
See, they're trying to sell sympathy cards as well through Hallmark, right? Never miss a trick. Okay, never miss a trick, these bastards. Sorry.
I hope there's not a sequel.
Got the funeral. So she comes over with her mum, and I met her when she was a kid and that, and we kinda, I'm widowed. She's just divorced, and obviously there's wee bits of drama along the way, but there's a happy ending. No, for her mum. Like when you watch River City.
Oh, that's a happy ending. Good. And where can I see this movie? On
all viewing streaming platforms, I'm sure. I think it's on Amazon.
Amazon Prime, and it's called A Scottish Love Scheme.
Scottish Love Scheme. Aye.
Strange name for a movie.
It is. I don't think it's a great title for the Scottish market, but for the American market, it maybe works.
I mean, Scottish schemies in love. Now, there's a website you want to visit. A heroin-infused love triangle. So, we're going to make that movie. Are you interested?
Yeah. I call my agent, aye.
I think you would come in and save them all at the end. You're not quite the right physical type. I mean, you don't look as if you've ever raked a bin. So we're shooting in a couple of weeks. Are you two available? If the money's right, aye, I'll only charge you 50 quid a day.
So what's a typical day in town? How many self-tapes would you normally do? Like a week or a month?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes you're doing loads, maybe 2 a week, and others you can go a couple of months without any. It's peaks and troughs. There's never any pattern to it.
Explain what you meant by that.
So
The general public.
So when you apply for an acting role, normally you have to self-tape. You do a tape of yourself maybe doing a scene, and that gets sent to a casting director, and then they decide if you get maybe an audition or maybe offer you the part.
Can you send them in you want? I mean, if I'm teabagging a dog or something, you send them.
That's yeah. That's probably why.
That's a bit of a niche film, that. That's maybe a Lassie Returns or something.
And you wonder why you never got the Dogs Trust advert. But
right, I know, Doug, I trust you. I can see a commercial coming.
Is there anything you went for and you missed out on it, and you've seen who got it and
Hundreds.
What's the biggest thing you've maybe missed out on? You've maybe close to, and you.
I don't know that I've been close to. I've been up for loads of big stuff that never got anywhere near.
It'll happen for you, son.
Cheers.
It'll happen for you, Jordan. It'll happen for you. It'll happen for you.
No, Taggart, no. I was never in Taggart. And I think you're not a proper actor unless you were in Taggart. That's kind of
It was before your time, though.
No,
I was in Taggart.
Were you? What did you do?
An extra. Do you know, it was the best extra job ever. It was in a strip club in Glasgow. And I had to sit there for literally 8 hours.
Oh, thank God. You only taking your legging off your bobby.
No, it was a strip club in Glasgow, and for 8 hours you were getting dances and they were filming it in a strip club in Glasgow.
Was this a real place?
Aye.
What about
it? Was the one at Charing Cross. You'll know it.
Strip club? Well, I think you'll find no.
It's a strip club near Charing Cross.
You mean a lap dancing bar?
Aye. What's the difference?
20 quid.
We'll keep that in. Everybody's having a fucking pop ass. They've paid and they're doing the work for us, brilliant.
So tell it, there must be maybe something you thought, oh, I'd have loved to have got that. Or...
Try to think, there's none specific. There's my life, it's just full of crushing disappointments being an actor. He's talking about being an actor, you're constantly getting let down. The hardest when if you get recalled for stuff, so you'll do your audition or your self-tape or that, and they'll recall you, and then you get all the feedback, they're blowing smoke up your arse, and you're told, oh, they love you, I think you're brilliant. You're like, yes, and then you're starting to spend the money in your head, and then and then you get the phone call going, they still love you, but they've went another way. You're like, they didn't love me. They didn't love me. They're arseholes.
So, being an actor's a bit like being married. I love you, and she's away riding the windy clear. So, how, when you do these self-tapes, you're in the house or something, you've got to do them in the house, you do them with a phone?
Aye.
How do you do these?
Aye, so pre-COVID, used to, if you got an audition, you'd be down to London, so £140 the train, you're all day, blah, 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 you'd be in and out of room in sometimes 5 minutes. Eh?
Everyone thinks that, don't they? That everyone.
You're in Scottish telly. So, and then COVID hit, and to keep the industry, so instead of going and meeting a producer and director and having a chat with them, they'll just give you the scene and you've got to film it yourself. So your pal, your partner, whoever has got to read in their lines. So you're sending off them, so it saves you a lot of money, but you're not getting to be in a room with anybody, you're not getting a chance to meet them, you're not getting to sell yourself. So you just basically get the scene and you've got to give your interpretation, film it on the phone and whatnot, and send it off.
Hey, that's hard going, isn't it? What if you've got nobody in the house?
Well, apparently there's a thing called Rehearsal Pro. It's an app that you can record the lines of the other person. So a lot of folk do that if they're staying aware of that. they'll record the lines and they're basically listening to themselves, read it back. Both will do that.
Fucking apps and all that, know what I mean? You got to be a computer programmer now to get a job, innit? Fucking QR codes and apps and bollocks. I'll just stick to getting down the bookies. It's mental, innit? You need to get into all that. You're hearing on us, do you know about these things?
I know about self-dates, but it's hard to date yourself and then all of a sudden somebody's upstairs shouting Kirk and Tillock.
I didn't know your missus used the same word. Anyway, you're a father now, Jordan. You've got children. What
Two kids.
Two kids. And what ages are they?
Two girls. One's 7 next week and one's 11 next month. I could have just said 6 and 10, but I thought I'd
7-11
upcoming ages.
7-Eleven's American.
That's it.
7-Eleven.
Try to break that American market.
6 and 10. So we're for Glesga. 6 and 10. 7-Eleven shut at 9 o'clock, right? So. Get out, you're barred. And do they see you on the telly? Are they aware?
I didn't really show them because they see wee bits of Scots squad, but like River City because I'm usually getting off with somebody, and I'm like, not really wanting my kids to see that.
Is that right? Are you getting a lot of? Are you getting a lot of cock action? I never knew that.
On occasion.
Is that right?
Aye.
See, he's handsome, you know what I mean? See, if you were on that, I mean, people wouldn't believe that a woman would fancy you. But look, you've got to accept your character. I mean, you are gush, right? I mean, right. But you are, dry as a bone, right? So, what his character type? Is that what they call them? Character types?
Or just characters, I would say.
So he's no, like, you're a debonair shagger. Is that what you call it?
Maybe.
You're like Cary Grant.
Well, I think that's a bit of a push, but...
But aye, and Rock Hudson.
In River City terms, well.
But you're a leading man, you're handsome, and you're a character type, you're a shagger. What would be his character type? What would be the boy's character type? Because you got to aim for who you are. I mean, he's not going to go up against Denzel Washington for a role.
No, well, I don't know. World's his oyster, he could be in any once.
Well, come on. Come on, I mean, this is a problem. I mean, there's pish like that falls his head with fucking broken balls. We need something to hang his hat on here. So what would he be? Sensitive guy or mad guy or... I don't know.
Sensitive, funny, good guy.
Good guy.
Do you know what he said to me when you were coming on as a guest? He said, "You're Jordan Young if somebody had bought you in Wish."
That's what I mean. Actually, he would be... Aye. You could feel sorry for him. So he would be the dumped guy that you're running about with his missus. I mean, he's not taking your bird off you. Right, that's not happening. Don't care how much money he's got in the bank. It's not happening. Do you know what I mean, though?
Maybe. But I've been on Taggart.
But if they'd seen you in Taggart, they know you're a sleazeball. You're in a strip club.
They actually genuinely told me to turn my heater on so I wouldn't be looking at the camera.
So was there a real stripper? Was there a...
There was a stripper, like, sitting. So it must have been about 15 years ago.
but she have her lagging off and all that?
No, she still had, like, she still had, like, her underwear on. She
No,
wasn't naked.
Right, wait a minute. You've heard about these method actors? Fucking, that's what you want. If I was in that scene, I would say, get him off, dear. I'm no feeling it. You know what I mean? And they'll go, who do you think you're fucking if it's good enough for Daniel Day-Lewis? I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis would insist on seeing the divot.
Aye, yeah, he would, aye.
But you don't get divots these days. There's no hair below the eyebrows now. Right? Sometimes that amazes even me, right? Fucking, it's nice getting paid for having a laugh. So, what do you feel about the method? That's just the thing about the method. So it would be real if you were sitting and it was a real stripper. Well, the look in your face was going, I've not got a chance with her, right? But or you would be going, right? But what do you feel about the method? Do you know any of these method actors?
I know for varying degrees. At the end of the day, in my opinion, you do whatever's right for you, but it's acting at the end of the day. Even Daniel Day-Lewis can spend 3 months living as a cobbler, making shoes to go and film something, but as soon as the camera's there, he's acting. That's my opinion. But do you know what I mean? It's like if you're in theatre and there's an audience there, you're still playing to an audience and you're still aware there's an audience there. Everybody's to get to a point that you're shut off and you don't believe it's an audience and you're playing and you're just in that moment, but you're still aware there's an audience. You're still learning lines. You're still your job as an actor is to try and be as real as you possibly can.
Right, that's a bit like when you're having a chug in the house and you don't realise you're at the windy cleaning them. That's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Pretty much, it is. Aye.
You're no aware you've got an audience.
We had to give some free tickets out.
I'm amazed they could read what it fucking said on them. Shut up! Yeah, bam. Anyway, so how do you approach it? Is it just lines on a page to you? Or what?
No, you try. For my opinion, you're always trying to tell a story. Everything's about storytelling. So every scene, every episode, every play you're in, it's about what is it you want the audience to feel. When it's a director, it's a collaboration going, what story we try to tell? We're trying to make folk laugh. We're trying to make them think about something. We're trying to make them happy, sad. It's all about what do you want them to feel.
See, that's just like me being a dad to him. You know what I mean? I want him to be happy and successful, and it's fucking hard. So is it my script, or is the audience just a bit, hello? It's difficult. It's difficult, isn't it?
It is difficult, yes.
Good. Are you learning anything?
I'm learning.
What are you learning here?
To be more in the moment.
Hey, I like that. Did you know that? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Ironically, I don't know at the moment.
Because I think...
You're like, I'll always be present in the moment. That's what you're always saying.
Aye.
Never think about each day.
Aye. It's like Hamlet, when he comes up onto the ramparts, he's trying to find out if there's a ghost there. You've seen Hamlet? It's a cigar advert in the 70s. Yeah, Anyway, what advice would you give people? Because it's amazing to make a living as an actor, isn't it? Do you feel as though you've accomplished something?
Oh, I love it. My aim is always just to keep working. Folk always say, what's your dream job? What's your dream role? And it's a bit cliched, but I just want to keep working and do as much different kinds of work as I can. That's all I want. As long as I can keep earning a living, that's all I want.
Aye. I bet you would never get a part as an ugly dude.
I don't know.
Because it's not really you.
Well,
You need to leave something for somebody else. So, what have you got to ask Jordan? I mean, he's here, his advice is free. I mean, you would normally pay for like a life coach. He's free, he's here. What have you got to ask
So
him?
do you think you need an agent to be successful? Do you think that?
I used to think no, but I think you maybe do, only because there's so much work out there that you would never hear about if you never had an agent. You could forge a career without an agent and no bother, but there's always bigger stuff that you're always going to be slightly behind the curve without an agent. You're not going to know. You'll only find out for your pals or after the event. Do you know what I mean? So I think.
So you would say you need an agent?
I think so.
Right,
Kirk Douglas never had an agent.
You know, and it never held him back. To be fair, so
No, he was
I'm talking
good.
shite then.
He was. well, he's only. I mean, Kirk Douglas. I mean, fucking Spartacus, man. He was some guy. But apparently, I read. No, it might be a lot of pish because it was in the Kirk and Tulloch Herald, right? So.
So the last time I saw you in anything, it was unexpected. When me and my wife went to buy a house, and you were on a video walking around the house, showing everybody how great
fucking
it was.
Whoa.
Right,
Is that right?
I'll not name where it was, but we went to a new build estate to buy a house. And Jordan was walking about the house saying, "Aye, the plaster works really good here." And it was me that spotted. It was me.
So you were
that
in the house and the video was in the
so
house?
now you go to a showroom.
No.
Well, when you so when you buy a new house, right? You go in a showroom. It's like they've basically just ripped out the garage.
You mean a show house?
Aye, a showroom.
A showroom is where you buy a motor.
All right. Well, a show. You know what I mean? A show house. And
Right.
the woman takes you around the show house, but there was a big telly where you and Jordan was on it, like walking around his house. And I'm thinking he will get free
Yeah,
carpets for that.
I'll tell you. And I'll bet your missus was going, we're fucking taking this house. Soon as she clocks him, oh, this is going to be a happy house. This is going to be a happy house. We'll take this house and we'll have that telly.
Whenever the reason when
Imagine you were in that video when he sell a fucking single unit. That would be Adidas Day.
and then we fell out about it because we got an offer to take the actual house that was presented to us, and
You
we
got an
wouldn't.
offer to you.
Well,
they
so
offered you.
No, they said this is always this is all set, like as long as you take it in a deposit, and then we had an argument in the
So
way.
it wasn't even built yet.
No, it was all built. That was the fact. You could move in straight away.
Ah.
And then Hannah, my wife, was like, "I bet you Jordan got to pick his fucking kitchen."
See, that's the problem. She sees him on the telly and he's inside her. That's how I do my shagging on the wireless. That sounds like rubbing. That's amazing, isn't it? So you do jobs like that, I know.
Well, you're right. I did get free carpets out of it, and tiles, and
As long as it wasn't carpet burns.
So how did that job? I mean, how did you get that job? That's
it wasn't really a job. I chanced my arm with it. It was we were moving in, and the missus, the show person, the showroom person,
the sales
the
agent.
sales agent. That was the thing I was struggling for. She recognised me for my job, and I kind of came to some negotiation. I offered up my services if I got a few.
Services. Oh, you're a dirty boy.
Got a double garage.
So you serviced the old lady, and then what happened? She's
My
going.
house got a lot of extras. put it
She's
that
going.
way.
Do you want to take me into the lobby? Sorry. So you negotiated that yourself. So what'd you get for it?
Basically, house carpeted, all the tiles done, fencing up, all that kind of thing.
Your house carpeted, all the tiles done, and a fence up. Fucking getting stuff for nothing. Know what I mean? That's how geezers like us have to pay for everything. We're no good looking. In fact, we get taxed because they have to look at our cooking. He's getting free carpets and everything. We're bare flare boards. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't even give me a second key for the garage.
Is that right? That's outrageous.
They give
man.
me 3.
So the other thing about acting, have you ever worked with that sort of fucking ugly mad bastard Raymond Mearns? Have you worked with him?
Oh, that daft comedian?
Aye.
Oh, he's fucking bad news.
Rings a bell. A long time ago I did, aye. Mental guy.
What was that you worked
I
for?
heard he was a kind of a method actor.
If he was playing a junkie, aye.
Well, I've never seen a 17-stone junkie, but... Unless he was injecting himself with Lure-Pack spreadable. I knew somebody that knew the guy.
Have you ever thought about getting into directing, or have you that side of things?
Maybe eventually. It's something I've not done anything like that at all, but something that I quite fancy. Aye.
If you were directing this, what would you do different?
None. I think it's perfect.
He's a smooth fucker, isn't he? He's a silver-tongued cavalier, man. Honestly, ladies in knickers are just dropping off, you know what I mean?
Even the bit when he forgot his glasses.
Even that bit added to the charm.
Right. You should use consonants, you fucking idiot. You should go on countdown, you'd win it. Vowel, 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 vowel. There we are.
Round of applause for Jordan Young. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, tell your friends. But if you didn't,
Fuck off!
thank you very much. Thanks, Thank you. Cheers.